In this video, we'll be taking a look at 3 NBA games happening on March 5th, 2023, and providing you with free team picks and total picks for each one of those games. So 2 picks for each game, 6 picks in total. Welcome back to Cash Out Sports. Let's dive right into it. Oh, and don't forget to subscribe and to click the bell icon to get notified as soon as these videos get released, so that you have more time to plan out your bets as we provide these videos on a daily basis. I can guarantee that you'll have all the important information that you'll need on these 3 NBA games after fully watching this video. One more thing before we start. If you would like to gain access to our best exclusive betting picks to take your sports betting journey to the next level, then check out our Patreon in the link down below, where we offer our best bet single picks, best bet parlay picks, and much more. Now let's get started. Charlotte Hornets versus Brooklyn Nets. The Brooklyn Nets will welcome the Charlotte Hornets to town as the Nets looks to slow their playoff seeding slide. Charlotte has been eliminated from playoff contention. The last time these two squared off, Brooklyn was an entirely different roster. The Nets won that game 123-106 and have won the last 3. Looking at the betting trends, the Hornets are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 road games, 1-7 against the spread in their last 8 games following a loss, and 5-2 against the spread in their last 7 games overall. The Nets are 7-2 against the spread in their last 9 home games and 5-0 against the spread in their last 5 home games against a team with a losing road record. Head-to-head, the under is 7-3 in the last 10 meetings overall. The Hornets are shorthanded once again as LaMelo Ball is still out, while the Nets have listed Yuta Watanabe as questionable with Edmund Sumner and Ben Simmons both ruled out. The Hornets were showing late-season promise prior to this 2-game skid. Meanwhile, the Nets finally stopped the bleeding of a 4-game losing streak. Charlotte enters this game with nothing to lose, while Brooklyn has witnessed their playoff dreams slowly fade. The Hornets have taken good care of the ball and have proven they can get shots off on a game-in, game-out basis, and that should continue here. Charlotte has the ability to control the paint and also win the battle on the boards here, which will ultimately allow them to keep things close. The Nets did rally from a large deficit, but in the early going it was evident the team has been in disarray. So the Charlotte Hornets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Brooklyn obviously lost some firepower when it traded Durant and Irving, and its slow pace has been another contributor to low-scoring games. The Nets rank number 22 in the NBA in tempo, making them one of the slower teams in the NBA. They will be emphasizing that slow pace even more on Sunday night against a Charlotte team that likes to get out in transition. The Hornets lost their biggest weapon when Ball went down, and they have now gone under the total in 6 straight games. These teams have gone under in 7 of their last 10 head-to-head meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. Portland Trail Blazers versus Orlando Magic. The Portland Trail Blazers continue a Southeast road trip on Sunday night as they get set to take on the Orlando Magic. Portland is in 13th place in the Western Conference this season and looks like a long shot of earning a playoff spot. The Orlando Magic are also in 13th place in the Eastern Conference and far removed from a playoff spot. Looking at the betting trends, the Trail Blazers are 3-13 against the spread in their last 16 road games, 4-11-1 against the spread in their last 16 games following a loss, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games overall. The Magic are 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 home games, 0-5 against the spread in their last 5 games following a win, and 1-5 against the spread in their last 6 games following a win of more than 10 points. Head-to-head, the under is 4-1 in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Trail Blazers are 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 meetings in Orlando. The Trail Blazers are again missing Anthony Simons and Jusuf Nurkic, while the Magic are keeping eyes on Gary Harris and Franz Wagner, who are both questionable. Portland has won 8 of the last 10 head-to-head matchups and comes in with a vastly superior offense than the Magic. Portland's biggest weakness on the defensive end is its perimeter defense. The Blazers are just 23rd in the NBA in 3PT defense. However, Orlando is not a strong shooting team, with just the 23rd ranked 3-point shooting team in the NBA. Portland has won 6 straight games at Orlando and will make it 7 straight thanks to a significant advantage in shooting and the backcourt. Lillard will continue his torrid scoring streak against a mediocre Magic backcourt. Portland should be able to exploit the Magic's defense in this matchup, so the Portland Trail Blazers to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both teams move at a rather methodical pace on offense, preferring to run sets for the likes of Lillard and Banchero. Portland is 24th in the NBA in pace of play, while the Magic check in at 20th. Orlando has played to the under in 9 of the last 11 games. The Magic have also gone to the under in 5 straight home games. Portland has gone to the under in 4 of 6 games. Head-to-head, the two teams have played to the under in 4 out of the last 5 meetings. Under the projected total is our full game total pick. San Antonio Spurs vs. Houston Rockets. This Sunday, the San Antonio Spurs will travel to Houston to take on the Houston Rockets. Tip-off will be inside the Toyota Center. This will be the 4th meeting between these two teams this season, as these two teams battled on Saturday night as well. They will play back-to-back games. The Spurs are coming into this one after taking down the Indiana Pacers and battling with the Houston Rockets. They looked solid on the offensive end of the court, as they will have to stay efficient if they want to pick up a win on the road. The Rockets are entering this game after falling to the Memphis Grizzlies and playing the same Spurs team, as they will have to show up on the defensive end of the court if they want to take care of business at home. Looking at the betting trends, the Rockets are 7-19 against the spread in their last 26 road games, 28-57 against the spread in their last 85 games against a team with a losing record, and 7-22 against the spread in their last 29 games overall. The Spurs are 1-4 against the spread in their last 5 home games, 2-8 against the spread in their last 10 games against a team with a losing record, and 5-16 against the spread in their last 21 games overall. Head-to-head, the over is 5-1 in the last 6 meetings overall. The Rockets are 1-4 against the spread in the last 5 meetings overall, and the Rockets are 2-5 against the spread in the last 7 meetings in San Antonio. The Rockets are again missing Easy and Tate, and they have T.Y. Washington as questionable for this one, while the Spurs are still without Devin Vassell, Doug McDermott, and Keldon Johnson. The Spurs had to play without 2 valuable pieces on Saturday night without Johnson and Vassell. Both are cleared to return in this game, which should play a critical role in this matchup of two of the worst teams in the NBA. Expect San Antonio to run early and often in this game on the second night of a back-to-back on the road. The Rockets have continued their struggles as they've won just 2 of their last 15 games overall, and they just got blown out by the Grizzlies, while the Spurs have sprung to life with 2 wins in a row to move on from their 16-game slide. You couldn't bet on either team with any confidence these days, as we have 2 tanking teams, and neither of these clubs will want to win this game. The San Antonio Spurs are getting the benefit of the doubt because they're at home. I'm just not laying points with the Spurs. The Spurs are losing their last 5 games by an average of 7 points, and they lose at home by an average of 7 points. So the Houston Rockets to cover the spread as underdogs is our full game side pick. Both of these two teams have been atrocious this season in the second game of back-to-backs. Each team is 1-9 without rest. The Rockets' defense has surrendered 120 points or more in 6 of those 9 losses in the second game of back-to-backs. The Spurs' defense has coughed up 120 points or more in 8 of the 9 losses in the second game of back-to-backs. Scoring-wise, these are 2 of the 3 worst teams in points allowed this season. The Spurs play at the 5th fastest pace in the NBA, while the Rockets check in with the 14th fastest pace of play. The Spurs have the 5th highest adjusted pace rating, and the Rockets have the 14th highest. Neither team will look to slow this game down, as they will attempt to push the ball up the court with pace and score in transition. This will give both teams more possessions and shot attempts, as they will both have plenty of opportunities. I also haven't been impressed by either defense this season. The Spurs are giving up the most points per game, and the Rockets are surrendering the second most. Neither of them will get consistent stops, as both teams will efficiently score throughout this game. They both like to push the ball up the court with pace, and they've struggled to consistently stop anyone this season. I see both of these teams consistently scoring throughout. Over the projected total is our full game total pick. That's all for now, so if you have any other games you would like reviewed, then leave a comment down below with the game you would like analyzed. Subscribe to our channel, leave a like on this video, and we'll get to it as soon as we possibly can. We would also love to hear your opinion on the picks presented to you in this video, whether you agree or disagree with them, so leave a comment down below and do let us know.